really represent is that you are unlimited, that you can actually experience anything that you would like to experience in your life if you're willing to believe, if you're willing to develop the consciousness that you are more than you've ever experienced yourself to be before. And to the degree that you dare to think in terms of being more, then the form of that idea or the form of that consciousness must be manifested for you. And it will not be an accident. You must be willing to look at yourself as being unlimited, as not having those barriers that perhaps you were trained or conditioned to believe that you have. And the moment that you're willing to do that, there's a shift that happens for you. The moment you start to think in terms of yourself as being more and greater and better than you've ever experienced before, then the very nature of that idea must express itself in the physical form. If you're coming from a place of self-doubts and scares and worries, then the form of whatever that represents will be manifested for you. And it happens as automatic as you saw in this demonstration here. The person who has a consciousness of being clumsy will automatically look for those obstacles to trip over or trip over imaginary obstacles. The same thing happens when you take that principle and extend it to its logical conclusion. When you are willing to look at yourself as being unlimited, and when I say unlimited, I'm talking about being able to be and do anything that you want to be or do. That if you're not doing things in your life because of circumstances, because of the economy, because of the feedback or the input that you're getting from your environment, you are becoming a chicken when you're really an eagle. You're letting the outside conditions influence your life and to control your consciousness. The purpose of this experience is to allow you to become aware. Because with self-awareness, you can literally let go of past ideas and past concepts that have been keeping you stuck. And to do that, you must be willing, or make believe you're willing, to go along with some ideas perhaps that may be new or foreign to you or difficult for you to grasp. And one of those ideas is this: that we all have what is known as potential. And when you hear the word potential, what comes up for you? Anyone?
Unrealized innate ability.
Realization of innate ability.
You have potential, you have success.
The success within you. Yeah, what else?
Kinetic energy.
Kinetic energy. What else? Intelligence. Okay. Now we all have that feeling of whatever it is that we identify as potential. Is there anyone here who feels that they have more potential within them than they have realized in their life? Can I see a show of hands? Okay. It sounds like a silly question, but it's not a silly question. I want you to know that if you feel that you have this potential, if you're experiencing that little nudge within you that knows that you can do more and that you can be more, the reality is if you're feeling that potential, you already have the ways and the means and the intelligence to experience the fulfillment of that potential. You already are, within your potential, everything that you desire to be or become. And all you must do is to be aware of that fact and be willing to look at yourself in new and different terms. When we talk about being unlimited, a lot of things come up for some people. When I'm talking about being unlimited, I'm saying that you have a destiny. And that destiny is going to haunt you until you release yourself and surrender yourself to that destiny. And that destiny is for you to do the things that you enjoy doing. That destiny is for you to be stimulated and excited in whatever you're doing in your life. And if you're not fulfilling your destiny, then you're resenting yourself. And then that idea of resentment manifests itself. So we're going to be talking about destiny tonight. And it doesn't matter whether you know what your destiny is or not. But what does matter is your willingness to look at yourself and to examine whether or not you are experiencing the fulfillment in your life that you truly would like to experience. When I'm talking about unlimited, what comes to mind is a story I heard the other day about this gal named Carol Johnson in a Midwest college. She just won the collegiate gymnastics event. And they call her Lefty because she only has one arm. I don't know if anyone heard about her or not. She has excelled in the field of gymnastics and she only has one arm. You cannot be fooled by outwardly appearances. There is something within you that is pushing you, perhaps, to experience more out of your life, and if you're not experiencing it, it's perhaps because you're blaming it on circumstances, you're blaming it because it's not practical, or you have a whole list of reasons why you can't do what you would really like to do. And before we're through here this evening, I'm going to shake you up a little bit, to let you take a good look at that, and to let you experience yourself as being the unlimited person that you really are. And because consciousness always becomes form, can you understand that when I say consciousness becomes form? Your consciousness, your belief system, those ideas that you are living out of. If you have a success consciousness, then you automatically release the success intellect and the intelligence that is necessary to experience the form of that idea. Consciousness becomes form. Got that? Okay. Because consciousness always becomes form, if you're not willing to look at yourself as being unlimited, then you're looking at yourself as being something else. And then that something else becomes form. So you might as well look at yourself as being unlimited. Close your eyes for a second, please. I want you to make believe, if you have to, I want you to make believe what I'm saying is true. I want you to feel what it feels like to really be unlimited. I want you to get a sense of what that feeling is, to know that you can do anything that you want to do. And don't worry about the details. What does it feel like to know that you can experience all the joy, all the fulfillment, all the excitement that life has to offer? What does that feeling feel like for you? Get a sense of what it feels like. Don't have to put any pictures or shapes or forms or outlines, but get a sense of what it feels like to know that you're an eagle, that you can do whatever you want to do. Get a sense of what that feeling is, to know that you are that unlimited potential that is waiting to be expressed, and all you need do is to acknowledge that you are unlimited. If you have to make believe, make believe. What does it feel like? Get a sense of that feeling, of what it feels like to be unlimited. That there are no barriers in your way, no obstacles for you to experience the realization of those challenges, those successes. What does that feel like? Okay, when you're ready, just open your eyes. What did that feel like for you?
Refreshing.
Refreshing. Great. What else?
I felt expanded.
Expanded.
Freedom.
Freedom.
Exhilarating.
Exhilarating. And unique. Okay. Well, let me tell you something, gang. If you felt it, you are it. You couldn't feel it unless you are it, unless you were it. And the very fact that you're able to get in touch with that feeling is an indication to you that that feeling is real. And if you're not identifying with that feeling, then you're identifying with something else. And whatever you're identifying with is going to become form. Consciousness always becomes form. And if you're not identifying with being the best, if you're not identifying with being unlimited, then you're identifying with some other idea. And because we operate out of ideas, Consciousness will create the form of whatever idea you are identifying with.